I'm still with Musawo Julie, and we are talking about her life journey and how she has gotten to where she is right now. My YouTube channel is Parv K, and yeah, I told you it's a safe space, it's a platform where I'm going to be gisting with my friends, talking with my friends, so that you learn a thing or two from them. Hatu wakomye wali ku escape from the mansion.
Yes, China passport
Oh, katerese. As it should be, yeah. As you were warned to do.
As I was warned and told my independence depended on it.
Yeah, true.
So I now had to plan in my head. You know, I have this thing. If I'm going to do something in like maybe 2 weeks, I need to start with my baby steps. So I knew now who do I have to befriend to help me understand the security in this place. I even saw the place had security, really good security. Even the gate man himself, he didn't speak English, so it was even hard to because they say that is haram or something like that. It's not allowed to touch a woman's hands. I don't know I think it takes away some of your holiness. So I had to find a way of befriending someone to help me, give me the gist. So I realized the gate man doesn't speak English and it frustrates him. So being Julie, I told him, you know what? I'll teach you some English, 1 or 2. He's like, you can take your time and teach me. I was like, every time I will teach you. He's like, anytime. I was like, yes. So I started giving him some words, how are you, what's your name, and all that. And he's like, yeah, I think I can learn from you. Then I said, also, I want you to teach me something. He's like, what? I'm sorry, my Muslim friend, but I use this. I want to learn Islam. I want to become Muslim. And that makes every person, like, I knew because I had Sophie as a friend. Yeah. It makes them proud. Me even just lying about it, I'm like, if Sophie, I want something from Sophie and she refuses, I'll be like, Sophie, I'm going to become Muslim. I give you what you want. So I knew, I was like, oh, so he might be passionate to transform me. So I was like, if I give him that offer, he will come up on board.
Yeah, he'll be happy to do so.
Yeah, to help me through the journey. So he's like, thank Allah, what? I'm going to
he's excited.
You. Yes, he's like, oh my God, a new sword.
In your head, you're saying, God, I'm sorry, but
I have to leave this place. And by the way, that become worse. Oh, before, I didn't tell you in the last episode. You know what happened, Parv?
What happened?
I was moved from that girl's room and brought down to do normal housework. These people accuse me of so many things.
That you do with the child?
Yes.
Now they want to put you in a space where they claim to be seeing you.
Yes, it's because I questioned. I questioned because the child was talking to me and told me in a way, like, giving signs, like someone was raping her in the house. So I thought ladies would be like friendly. So I approached one of the lady, like, Muchama. I was like, there is this baby is like a strange to say. There is someone here who has been coming to her room and has been using her. I don't know, I don't want to go into it too much, but you are family. You're like sister to this girl. Find out, as in, protect her. How do suppose I can't do anything. I leave the room every night. And every time I was leaving, she would cry and hold me and shake. And she'd be like, even when I leave, you see her.
In this sick house,
yes,
there's a man
yes,
who is molesting a child who is disabled.
Yeah, and a family member.
Julie, you might have worked for Satan.
No.
My God.
I don't know. They gave me a bad impression, like really, really bad impression. The first impression was the worst. So anyway, when I told this girl, I should take it like a confidentiality, and find out, now in Uganda you do things. You talk about something, someone does their get down, and then they can solve the problem. No, now the hatred grew.
They're like, now she knows our secrets.
Yeah, she's interfering. Life. Everywhere I walked, people were like pointing.
She's the one who is bringing problems.
And she wants someone to be chased out of
already
his house.
You were sleeping with the man.
The husband. I was sleeping. Eating the baby's food.
You were stealing the earrings. You were you're not going. My Julie could never.
I know. They didn't know me, and so then the husband just came one day and told me, you're no longer going to work with my daughter. And when you try to ask so many questions, they pretend like they don't know English, like they can't hear you. Even if you can hear, you can see, they pretend like they can't know English. They don't know what you're saying. So it's like, go down you go. You start work, kitchen and compound. I was like, all right.
I'm a dentist, for cry out loud. I came to
find a better life in dentistry, not these things. But then the sister had already You know, at home,
Come
you
on
wash
board, you're like, okay,
plates.
yeah, let me do this.
Yeah, I
And
think
survive.
we somewhere. Yeah. So I do that. I go down, start doing the housework of dishes. Pavin. That's one of the hardest things I've done in my life. You know, when they cook, because it was time of futali, time of fasting. So they have many plates. Yeah. So you cook much food. You start cooking at 5 in the morning. When you start cooking, just finish washing plates, then you cook. After cooking, you do the cleaning of the
There's
compound.
no rest.
No rest, and then you don't eat. You eat after everyone in the house has eaten, and you eat from the kitchen. And you eat like you have to collect the food that has remained in the plates or in the saucepan. So I found the Filipino girl, what she used to do when she's serving, she made sure she like, you know how rice is, pilau is. So she'll get the cavera we used to cover and squeeze ours at the end. So when they come, they would think the food is finished. So she would throw bowl full like meat.
Julie, I have goosebumps.
No, they treat you like a dog, like a real dog. Even like when I went down, I really realized things were not good because you know you work from 5, you don't eat anything, like you wash the plates.
Chokafa abali na Uganda ne tubasaba
sente usually ziba za maziga, real tears, because even washing the plates themselves, imagine doing dishes of a family of 35 people, one person with big saucepans. After you do that, but now you take like an hour or two on them. After you do this, no washing machine in your hands. After you do, you go downstairs. There are like 5 men in the house, so each has a car. So you wash 5 cars. I never washed cars in my life, but I had to learn how to wash cars. Wash their cars. Now the wives had one car that we used to wash on the weekends. Then after that, you come up, you're very tired, you haven't had anything to eat. It's like at now 3, 4. Then you ask to help kids with homework. Because they are now back
because on
from
top
school.
of everything else, they are dumb.
Yeah, of course. I know they were down, but they never.
I'm already angry. I can't say anything
I know. Just because you know how I try to be, I try to create the positive around everything I see. So in my head, I was trying to create like, you know what? I think there is a better day tomorrow or something. So as I'm working on my plan of escaping, I'm trying to be obedient. You eat. You know, I used to eat when they are. No, you don't eat the whole day. Remember, you have to prepare for their evening. So when you prepare the eat, you serve big dinings because they have people, visitors coming in. After you serve, you wash the dishes. After you wash, now it's late. So then you start, as you're washing, that's when you eat. Because then that's what that girl used to do. She would tell me the food is there. So I would wash as the food, the saucepan is there. You wash, you run, you use your hands, you eat some, you wash the hands. Then you pretend like you're not eating anything. Then if they're talking to you, you'll be like that. So that was every day. And then night after that, after you finish washing the plates and you start preparing those things they cook for their morning thing, futali. Then it's around maybe 3:30, they tell you to go to bed. 3:30.
Then you wake up at 5.
4. Oh, no, 5 is when you're supposed to be serving, because there's someone who woke up.
Julie, I'm sorry.
So you sleep.
My God.
I became like a robot for years, even after I went abroad. I even have come back. That thing is stuck in me. I cannot sleep straight. And I was like, man, my few sweet friends I knew, this place they would just kill them. And some of them people take them without warning
you, you know, preparing you for this.
Because some of them you're having a better life in Uganda. But the thing is, we are looking at a big chunk of money, receiving it at once. But what I was now getting to understand is I'm losing my health that would have helped me.
You're losing
later.
yourself.
My sanity, I was kind of losing it. Even my back, there are times I could not stand without.
Remember, you had
support.
a C-section. Now you're working like that.
Exactly. And my baby was young. It was like, I think I left when he was like 8 months. So even if it broke one time, I was taken to the hospital.
Those people took you to hospital, those people?
Yes, they did, by the way.
Surprising.
They did, because it was their responsibility. I think even the tooth, that's when I got to know more about dentistry, because also I had a toothache way in there. So when I told them, you know what they say? But when they wrote on your papers, they said you're a dentist. So in my head, I was like, you guys are treating me like shit. Because, and you
want me to treat myself? I get a mirror and the spatula and whatever.
And they were laughing about it, like,
so they knew. It's like they were spiting you.
Exactly. Even the things we're doing, it's like we're trying to say we can make a dentist clean our shoes. We can make her do this. We can make her. So when they say, by the time they made that comment to me, It got to make me to think all the things I've been doing. Oh, they knew.
They knew.
So
They
they
knew
tried to
this whole
humiliate
time.
me.
Yes.
So like, oh, you're a dentist, so you can't treat your soda. They took me to a dentist though. When I went to a dentist, that's when the dentist told, as in the way I was talking to the dentist, it's like, do you have any idea about dentistry? I'm like, yeah, I just did a diploma in dentistry. It's like, which kind of diploma? Like public health dentist? Yeah, you were a real dentist. I'm like, yeah, even in my country I am. Why aren't you back in your country working? I was like, I need money. They're like, why do you need money? You're a bloody dentist. I'm like, yeah. He's like, why are those people treating you like a maid?
Oh my God.
I'm like, I am their maid. Why were you a dentist?
Oh,
I left him confused.
you are a dentist and now you're being a maid.
Even
Why?
refused to like work on me or to do a cheap treatment because they were, they give them options and they'll pay for you the cheaper treatment. So since I'm a dentist, of course I know. I'm not removing my tooth because that's what we can afford. No. I'm not.
Treat it.
I don't even let the dentist see. So like these people, the way they are treating you, I'm going to work on you and just give them the bill. I'm going to tell them you didn't understand what I was saying to you and they have to pay for this bill. He was so pissed. He even gave me a website to go to. He's like, if you ever want to work here, this is how we do our registration here. It's like you can even manage this whole place because we have
the qualification.
Yeah, it's like we have few here. So I went back now. That even motivated me. I was like, I need to escape this place.
I need to run
and find my dental somewhere in this country, you know. So I got back now. I was more motivated. I continued befriending the Scary. One day, he came to me and he's like, "I want to introduce you to our mosque." I was like, "Are you taking me out of this place?"
I am going to pray. Let us go.
Let's go. Kakakaya, good girl. Nangamba, who will you get from there? Because he had already told me some few things. So I went to because the thing is, the women pray.
Oh yes, from a separate area. Then the men, they either go in front, then the women behind, or separate areas. Yes.
So he told me the women go that side, you go, and I'm going this side. So as he goes, I said, do I have to move my shoes? He's like, no, you move shoes from up. I was like, okay, even better run. I was like, is there any other exit? Because you might leave me and I'm scared. He's like, no, they're just two exits. There is this one where most men like to come because it's easy, and there's one for women. Because most women, first year it's Sharia law, women and men don't what?
Yeah.
Mix. I was like, okay, now you dare touch me if I know you. In my head, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if this guy can claim he knows me, now I was free. In my head, I was like, if he said it's a Sharia law, so meaning even if I was to scream, he can't hold me.
He can't.
Because I know
it's
women,
not allowed.
It's not allowed. Yeah. So I just went up the stairs. I was just seeing my freedom. I was like, wow.
My singing.
Yeah. I just passed through, went up the steps, and went out of the gate.
Tewayingira na muziki tukwebaza mukama
just scams webasija muziki
nebaga she's the one. Wait, that's how you escaped?
That's how I escaped.
Julie, that's a sharp move though.
I know, I just walked as like,
well done.
So that is out, this is in. This is men, women. Thank you. I even walked properly, nicely. In my head, I when I'm like trying to curb courage, I try to keep these songs in my head. I sang I'm going. Even if someone is speaking Arabic, I pretend I'm not hearing. If someone saying Salam Alaikum, I'm not even understanding what they're saying. Get out of the gate. Now what I saw outside was like dust and the road. I didn't know where the road was going. I didn't know the area I'm living in. I just knew I was coming to Dubai. I didn't feel I'm still in Dubai.
You could have been in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi, it could be. And I didn't even know. I just looking at the area, cars passing. I was like, well, if cars are passing, where most of the cars
are going
is where I'm running to. And most of the, they have buses. So I was seeing buses like written on what the words Sharjah. What? I was like, I think let me follow these buses because if buses are going, they should go to a bus park or something. Then I'll find something there.
Did you have money?
No, I didn't have anything.
Did they pay you for the hard labor?
No, they didn't. I didn't wait for it.
Can we write them a letter? I'm joking.
And that'll be nice. I know.
So you follow the road.
I follow the road. I walk. Now it becomes dark. My legs are tired.
I'm walking.
Dusty. Yes,
people are not stopping for you.
No one stops. Cars very fast. It's like dust, and they have a lot of dust. I'm in this big hijab with my leg inside. I haven't reached a time I remove the hijab, and then I look at who everyone is wearing a hijab. I put it back. It's so hot. I'm walking. And at a distance, I could see a petrol station. So they're resting areas on the highway. It was like a highway, really. So I go to that station. And I reached there, phone those people bringing the first thing I asked was like, guys, where am I? They're like, what did you just
What
say?
do you mean?
I'm like, I don't know where I am, but I am trying to find Dubai. Because I know if I find Dubai, I can find the airport. I can go home. So they're like, you're very far from Dubai. You're in a place called Ajman. Ajman. I'm like, what? Like, you need, even buses that go to Dubai have stops. You need a ticket of how much, you need a bus, I was like, how far am I? They're like, you're very far from, you're even heading away from Dubai.
And you're going in the opposite direction. Oh my God, the frustration.
I was like, okay, now, second question. Do you know anywhere I can get a job as I'm waiting here? Then they're like, job, we have job. You stand the road, you do this, remove hijab, remove. I was like, no, not that job, not that one.
Hey, wait. They were telling you to be a prostitute.
Yes, that's the easiest. Say that if people escape home, they come here, they be prostitute, they make money, they go back to countries.
He's just casually told you to take off your hijab and sell yourself.
Yes. And he say people your color have been doing that. They come
No,
here,
sir, leave me alone.
He said they come sad, unhappy. They live happy with money. It's just simple.
Simple.
I know, I was like, okay, another job. Then it's like, restaurant up there. There is man, Nigerian. This restaurant, you clean, you wash. I'm like, yes, I can do all those things. Let's go talk to him. So walk to some car place, we go talk to the guy, we talk to the owner of the place. And the guy allowed, in a way, to give me a job. He said people who come there, work and they leave. They don't usually stay for long. So he gave me really little money by then to help me buy what? My ticket back. So as I was waiting, I came and worked there for, I think that night I worked there, the next day. And the next day, I didn't see any person, like I could recognize a black person all the time. And then one time, I saw a girl come in with an Arab guy. And then she was, I think she had sent money home, and they hadn't got it. So she was quarreling on the phone. And she's like, well,
she said Mugen,
yes.
I think you almost worshipped her feet.
I almost
see my goosebumps. I'm so happy for you.
I know I wanted to hug her. I wanted to scream.
Oh my
but you know,
God.
my boss is looking like this, like a place is small.
It was like a moment of liberation.
Liberation, like I was sick myself home. So I go to the bathroom, I got a paper, I wrote on it. I was like, I know I have heard you speak. Even she said, you know, when you send money, you say your names. I'm repeating my names. Manya Shakila Navichi. I was like, I've heard your name. You're not something over Uganda. Uganda. Nyamba. Ndi wano naduka kubashi. Naduka. So njagala kunyamba. Please reply. Please say something. Please wink.
Don't keep quiet.
Please say something. Neka folding. Neka letera neka muwa kuchi. Table. Kati omuwala nakakwata by the way. Because I was shivering nakakwata nasirika natali kupimya n'omusajja bichi. Then ne bafuluma okuyingira motoka. She came back. Then nagenda mtoyi nange nezuka nagenda mtoyi. Nangamba gwe uchiva Uganda zekiye ndi stack natoya stack nange njagala kudduka ku kisajja ekyo. Ndi stack bandeeta wano bambuzaabuza nenziruka nembonabona kati nenfumbirwa guno ogusajja ngubuzaabuza. I want also to escape. I don't know how we're going to do it, but me I have money. So I was like, but me I don't have. She's like, no, I'm going to help you get away from here. Now she gave me some money and then she told me how to get to Dubai. And then she told me when I get there, I call her. And then she told me she already had a house, this man's house, but she would not let anyone like come in. So maybe she could take me in and then we get somewhere I could stay. So I was not hopeful. In the morning, I didn't even say bye to the guy because I just asked him if you answer by the way. But he helped me I enjoyed the place because they were funny, the way the people were.
And in comparison to the hell you came from,
Even the way I was having the worst sleeping condition there, but in a way I loved it.
Judy, Omra does. Well, as I told you initially in the beginning,